Hi, we're the Record Company, and you're watching 101.9 KINK Radio in the Skype Live studio.
All right, hey, everybody, say hi to the Record Company.
Good to see y'all.
It's great to have you back in Portland, man.
It's awesome to be here. I love it here.
I'm telling you, we don't usually get this many for a 3 o'clock show.
Oh, cool.
You know, lunchtimes is pretty easy to bring them in, but something like this, when most of them are supposed to be at work, I guess maybe everyone.
Playing hooky.
Yeah. Okay.
The lights are low.
See?
You'll be safe.
You know the music's loved when they're skipping out of work for you, brother.
Like
Good stuff. Well, I have to say right off the bat, man, you are probably the band with the most albums for a one-album band I have ever known. You're making music. You make music, and as I was telling you backstage in the room there, I had to go back to my playlist. First time I ever played them, we're coming up on 4 years. It was October of 2012 with one of their EPs. Your EPs just they shone so much brighter than all the other stuff that was coming out. So I'm glad everybody got hip to the new music. What's it like being a large record label band now?
It's great, man. We've been allowed. We waited around and kind of. We didn't really think we'd ever get a record deal. That's why we called ourselves the Record Company. You know, we're like, we'll cut out the middleman and all that stuff. But you know, when the interest was there. It just so happened that we got on a label that's supportive of their artists and their creativity, and we handed them a record. The record that's currently out there is the one that we recorded ourselves in the living room, Alex's living room, where he mixed it. Alex, our bass player, mixed that record, and he mixed all those EPs. And so creatively, it's been just very much seamless. But as far as what it's been like in any other regard, you know, we're not in a minivan anymore. You know, we're in a nice Sprinter, which is a change, you know, and this would have been like considered like the greatest possible turnout for a night gig on a Saturday in Portland in 2000. So it's like, you know, and now tonight we get to play Mississippi Studios and it's sold out. So like words like sold out are just, we're just getting used to those kinds of words, but I can get used to it, you know. So that's some of the biggest changes have just been like seeing things grow, having people be kind about where they're hearing it and being excited about it. It's a very cool thing.
Well, it's not only just kind of growing, but my God, man, your music is like on, and this is literal. I think you've got like 15, 20 television shows that your music has been on. You're on 2 or 3 advertisements that's going on right now.
Yeah.
At the very beginning of the band, was it just nights playing locals in Los Angeles, or were there tours right off the bat?
We were definitely local, but we weren't local for that long. Because of our all being in bands before, we had some friends that we could pass the record to, and we had a friend who was an agent, and he ended up submitting us for some festivals, and we got booked up in Canada for Harvest Jazz and Blues Fest and Montreal Jazz Fest that very first year. So there were things like that kind of were indicators, to me at least, where I was like, this is different. And I'm like, whatever's happening here is different. As far as the reaction we were getting right off the bat, you know, we had some radio step up early, you know, like we were a band for like 2 months. And I'd worked in other bands for years. And, you know, it was strange because you keep hearing people, I would get aggravated listening to people tell that story. Oh, yeah, we sent it in and they liked it. I'm like, well, I sent it in. Nobody ever likes it. You know, but then you send it in and somebody likes it and you're like, oh. And the funny part about it is I think it was the moment where all of us just were like, the hell with it. I don't care who's going to like it. I don't care if anybody gets it. We're playing the music that we want to play, the way we want to play it, and that's that. And the hell with everybody if they don't like it. And, you know, and that's kind of where it came from, you know. And I guess that we had to go a long way around to figure out just be yourselves, you know.
Good music is good music, too. And I loved what you were saying about the Blues and Heritage Festival. You guys are what I consider crossover because you're going to work well at a Bonnaroo as well as like our Waterfront Blues Fest. Are you finding out that a lot of the festivals, you're able to get more festivals than just a Bonnaroo or Outside Lands because of the roots music you're playing?
Yeah, it's the festivals are starting to come, and it's really cool. Like next year is going to be a good year, I think, for us that way. And this year was a great year, like the Waterfront Blues Fest, which was fantastic. One of the things that was really cool is we came up through the blues community and the roots community embraced us real quick, and then the kind of the bigger like alternative and rock community is coming on board now, and it's cool because you still see people with the Blues Bender shirt in the audience or whatever, and you know that like it was a great community to get your start and to kind of like they're very loyal and they're very open to new stuff, and that's been great. So
well, I found out that community just likes to move. If you make music that moves them, that's going to be. And he said this year's been great for you. I'm thinking it's been wonderful because now are we kind of at the beginning of your first headlining tour?
We are. This is day number 3. This is great. This is show number 3.
Headlining tour. They have played with a lot. But they are the headliners, and they are the record company. And as he said, a sold-out show tonight at Mississippi Studio, so everybody's got tickets in there for that. Thank you very much. We get some more from you?
Absolutely. We'd be happy to do a few more.
Continued success to you, my friend. Oh, you know what? Introduce yourselves, too, unless you do that in a song that you're going to do in a...
No, I don't usually do the, and here's the band.
All right.
Pitch it to the... It's too early for that.
Introduce.
But Alex Stiff is on bass, currently occupying the guitar. Mark Cazorla on the drum kit. And just kind of to support that homespun thing, like Alex does, as we discussed, he does the engineering and the production on the records. Mark did all the design. So when you look at the record, the front and the back, he put that together. And we looked at it and we're like, that's cool. So we're an in-house little thing. So it's kind of cool to take our little tribe out there and have it getting around. So thank you all for listening to us today.
Once
I'm
again, the
Chris.
record company, everybody.